Hi to you guys signing on. Still trying to figure out how to make this work right because I got it on Instagram. Hi. Hello to you guys signing on. I'm doing it outside tonight. I thought I'd try something a little different. Hello to you guys signing on, to everybody. I think I'm going to try to do the Instagram comments on my phone because I can't see them otherwise. So bear with me if I'm not looking at the screen. Hold on here. Instagram. I'm not exactly sure how to do that. Um, I'm supposedly live on Instagram. I don't see it, so I don't know. Anyway, Steph, if you're around and watching and you want to help, hi, you guys. Hello. Some people call me Yams. Some people call me Kotu. So you may see both of those things on there. Hi to anyone calling me Yams or Kotu. Happy to have you guys here. I'm doing it outside tonight, so I'm excited because it's a nice night, and basically, I'm not sitting inside at a kitchen table. I've been doing readings outside in the mornings, which has been kind of nice when they're on Zoom and stuff. So, any of you guys getting readings from me, I might be at my house whenever you do it. I don't know where I will be every single time. Um, but thank you for loving my fake red hair. I love it as well. I'm in the mood for red apparently lately. So that must be like my root chakra is screaming because I even wore a red shirt and I'm sitting on a red chair. I just realized that. So yeah, I'm a little slow. But yes, my hair is totally fake, you guys, just in case you didn't know. But I love it. I love my fake hair. And the other thing is, you guys might see my cats tonight, like trying to play along. Um, so let's see if I can find the live on here. Accounts reach, accounts engaged. Nope, can't. So, all right. So I guess this is just StreamYard and Facebook for now. Um, the color is blue recently. See, sometimes you just gotta, like, you just feel a certain color and you just gotta go in that direction. So lately it's been red, but before that it was purple, and before that it was blonde. So right now we're in the red years. Um, so oh, your mood, not your hair. Aw, that was my mood, and my hair is red. So I got that going. We're gonna wait till I get like some more people signed on. So you guys are welcome to ask me questions and stuff if you want. When we do get to the readings, what I've been doing is I've been able to pull people on, which is kind of really fucking cool because you can actually like see it happening. And it just kind of helps you understand like what the experience is like. Because I definitely think that readings are an experience. Everybody has a different experience when they have a reading. I never know what's going to happen. Your loved ones have different experiences when they meet me as well. So I just think it's such a cool thing, um, that it's just an experience. So I like being able to do it like this, where people can actually like see what it's like. So I am just waiting. Like usually when we get closer to like 100 people, I start with it. And so if you guys have got a reading from me before or you know me, I will ask you if I've met you or talked to your loved ones before. And even if I have, there should always be new information, whether I remember the old stuff or not. If you guys see me looking over here a little, it is because I am blind and can't see very well. So just know, like, if you see me staring off into space, that's why we have Stephanie to um, help me kind of regulate some of this. So anyway, but I like doing these. So if you guys like watching them, I like doing them. And it seems like the majority of the people who come on my lives are people where either I've done a reading for them, or they know someone and they've dragged them on. to participate. And I love that. Thank you so much, you guys. That's my favorite, is like people that it's like, because you kind of know how I work, and you bring people who might also kind of like want to have a similar experience. So I see that you guys can use readings and stuff like that. So don't worry. I am, well, you thought I was going to smooch you. Smooch. I got the red lipstick on, so all the smoochies are there. Um, and so, but we'll do some readings, some live readings. Let me get up just a few more viewers, and then we'll kind of get started. You guys are welcome to come on. So you're welcome to like show your face on the live. I will invite someone in. You click the link, you come in. You don't have to do video if you don't want to, but definitely audio. And I just find like, people are like, how do you do readings online, or how do you do readings on the phone, or whatever? And I just realized over the years that I just need a voice. If I have a voice, I'm good. So it doesn't matter if you are nearby or far away or on the other side of the world. It makes no difference. It's good to see you guys too. We'll do readings here in just a little bit. Just want to get some more people on here. And I'll be on here till whatever, an hour. I've decided I'm just going to do these for an hour at a time. It works best that way. So it works better for me to do, like, to get on here and do an hour. And so during that hour, I'll do as many readings as possible. And again, one other thing. I know that you guys like to tell me about your loved ones and that you want to talk to them and stuff in the thing. Don't do that. There are a lot of shitty, scammy people out there that will send you messages saying, I just had to delete one today. They'll send you messages to reach out to you, or they have some message that they're feeling for you, and they're putting that on every single name of people who comment. So I don't want you guys to get taken advantage of. So please be careful with that kind of information. Less is better. And then when you get on the live, then of course it's a live video, and usually they're typing or making comments like that. So, and Stephanie's getting rid of them as we go. Here, let's see what we got here. Sorry, you guys have to see my face. I need to set up a reading with you. I have a lady that works for me who has recommended you. Honestly, I just got a lot of stuff going on. My website to schedule appointments is readingsbykim.com. You can schedule appointments on there, and they're not like the live ones. I mean, they are in the sense that the quality of the reading and stuff is the same, but it's just you, and there's nobody else kind of interrupting it. So it's just you, your stuff, your experience. Get to as much of it as I can in our time together. Do I only send the link for the video if you're trying to reach us? Should we be able to do that now? So you do not need to. I will just post the link in the comments, and then whoever it is who has kind of like said, okay, I think this is my person. Once you click that link, I'll allow you into the room. So even if someone else clicks the link, if it's not your person, you're not going in the room. You can do audio, or you can do audio video. I like audio video, but it's totally up to you. And not everybody watching is in the mood to be on camera in front of like 50 people. So it's totally up to you. And then it says, oh, I appreciate all the people that recommend me. That is lovely. And if you've never reviewed me and you've had a reading from me and you want to go on Google and review me, I would love that, because I have like 300 something reviews. I want to, by the end of the year, get to 400. So if you've ever, it's on Google, it's Readings by Kim. It's super easy to find. Kim Moore, Readings by Kim. I don't know how I feel about this red lipstick, you guys. I feel very red tonight when I'm looking in the camera, and I'm like, God damn, that's a lot of red. Okay. So see, Nicole understands they're a-holes. I agree. All right. So yeah, I'm like very protective of that kind of stuff, and I don't want you guys to take advantage of I don't want you to be taken advantage of. You know, like you should go, even if it isn't me, I don't care. There's plenty of, I even have psychics on my page that I recommend in my recommendation section. My friend Jen, my friend Sarah, like there's a few people on there, Diana, who are lovely readers. They don't charge as much, and they might have more availability. But I list them on my page. So those are like trusted people that I feel confident sending you to. And if you know me, you know I've got this little mama bear side of me that if someone tries to take advantage of you, I want to street fight them. So especially if it tries to take advantage of you when you're grieving, that makes me angry. So I don't want to see that. And thank you for telling me red is my color. I dig it. It's just a lot. I'm just not used to that. Oh, someone's boss recommended me. Thank you guys. Okay, so I'm just reading through these. I am just going to start here in just a little bit, just when we get a few more people on here. And thank you about your comments about my red. Hi, Toby motherfucking Jenkins. That's Toby motherfucking Jenkins. Toby, I might be going to Iowa this year and visiting you and giving you a hug. I'm a horrible friend. She's one of my closest friends, and I hardly ever make any contact because that's me. Thank you for saying my lips are gorgeous. I appreciate it. Oh, wait a second. What happens to my dad's original personality while he has dementia, while his body is walking around with a different person behind the wheel? You know what, Shauna? That is a brilliant question, and that is a question I would love to answer. Because I think that when people have dementia and Alzheimer's, because they've come through in readings, even though they're not dead, that they're kind of on autopilot. So I think that, and this is just my theory, I've got lots of theories, but my theory is this, is that the soul and the memories of the soul and the and whatever remains with the soul. So when people die, their personality, their sense of humor, everything is intact. But they're just kind of like the very best version of themselves. And so when people have dementia and Alzheimer's, it's like they're on autopilot. So they start talking about things that have already happened, things they already knew about. You have moments of clarity with them for sure. I did do some social work in a nursing home for a while, and that was lovely. You definitely see things that you have never seen before. They say things, but the bottom line is that while their spirits are kind of in the in-between state, their loved ones are with them. And so sometimes you might be with someone who has Alzheimer's or dementia, and they randomly start talking about someone that died years ago, acting like they're still alive, or talking about how they saw their favorite dog or something like that. And so they're talking about that because it's in their awareness and they're connected to the spirit world. Because I definitely think that this is hell that we're in, and that where the dead people are is heaven, and we're kind of in this hell. But there's kind of like an in-between place, and it's not a place where people get stuck. It's just a place before your body dies and your soul kind of disconnects, where you're in this in-between place. And it happens when people are in comas, and it happens when people have dementia, and it happens when they have Alzheimer's, and it happens when they have significant memory loss. Like, there's all kinds of different ways that could show up. But I don't think that they leave in the sense that they're gone for good. I think that they dip out for a while and they kind of put themselves on autopilot. And then when they're ready, they get back on board. And you get to have those little kind of magical moments with them. But they're kind of fleeting sometimes. But that's all human biology problems, because souls have no problems like that, just bodies. All right. Thank you guys for all your comments. Just so you know, I'm scrolling through this. Hopefully I answered your question, Shauna. And I'm scrolling through this, and just I'm going through, I want you guys to know at the end of July, I'm finally teaching a class again. It's called Making Your Own Connection. It's how you connect with the spirit world, how you connect with your loved ones, how to connect with your loved ones, how mediumship works, all that stuff. It's a full day intensive workshop, or 2 days. and you do it from the comfort of your house. So all the activities and everything will be online, so you don't have to go anywhere other than staying in your house at the end of July. So hopefully you got good AC. If you, for some reason, want to come in and do the class at the office, you're welcome to do that. But it would just be me keeping you company, and I don't think I'm that exciting. But the class is $219. It's 2 full days with me. As you guys know, I charge a bit for readings, but the class is cheaper because it's basically teaching you how to kind of do it yourself and what your strong suit is and what your spidey senses are and stuff. So I see you guys. Just make sure that I don't care if you ask if a family member comes through or something like that, but please try to keep the information you share minimal, because there are scammers out there. I'm glad, Jaw, you said you finally caught me live. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad for all you guys who are here for the first time. I'm glad that you have been watching so long, and even if it's in the silence, I don't care. I appreciate every single freaking one of you guys. So we are going to start readings here in just a minute. I just want to get through some chick you mentioned a couple of weeks ago and her house sold that weekend. So thank you. Oh, Brooke, I'm glad. I don't know what I told her, but I'm glad it worked. Leslie, hi. Joanna. Oh, I'm glad I got to do a reading for you. Oh, whoa. I'm losing track. You guys, there's so many comments. I am probably going to skip some of these comments, just so you know. Hi, Allie. I love you too. And Allie is another one of my good friends, like Toby motherfucking Jenkins, who I don't communicate with because once I talk to dead people all day, I'm tired and I don't talk to anybody. So I'm doing this instead. But if you guys are ready, I'm ready. We'll just kind of get started. I want to make sure to get to probably like 3. So I'm going to start off by saying some things about someone. And I will read your comments as best as I can. They happen really fast and my vision's not great. What I would ask you though is please minimal information in your comments. Like I said earlier, there's some scammers out there. I don't want them messaging you in between. I don't want you messaging them. I don't want them messaging you in between like live readings, telling you that I asked you for that or they have some great message, because honestly, you know, as someone who's worked my ass off to get better at this and do this, I think it's really shitty to go out there and scam people and not do the work that it takes to be a good psychic. So that's kind of frustrating. Hi, Misty. You see Misty on there? She is my best friend from high school. And soon she's going to be helping me with Home Sweet Home. And that's happening this Sunday. She doesn't even realize all the work she'll be doing, but she will also be a house blesser, you guys. So just know that. And if you're curious what this is, I have red lipstick on, but this is lip changing oil. So it changes the color of your lips so that it matches like your natural skin tone. So I love it. And yeah, I did get it on TikTok and I don't care who knows it. Lip changing color oil. All right. So here we go. This is how this is going to work. And we're going to get started. I am just going to start sharing information about a loved one and maybe some other things kind of going on in someone's life. And so I will share information about the person coming through and I will share information about the person's life. Both of those things need to match. Again, try not to put a bunch of information in the comments, okay? We can talk. Like, we'll have a discussion. You don't got to put it all in there. But if it makes sense to you what I'm saying, and you are like really connecting with it, then I would say put in the comments, that might be me. Just a tiny bit of information, the smallest bit of information. Less is more in this particular case. And so the smallest bit of information. And then I will just kind of start talking. And if it all resonates with you, then I'll bring you on camera. And so either I can bring you on camera by voice or by video and voice. it's up to you. You're not hurting my feelings if you don't want to be on video. I just want to hear your voice because it's more impactful for people to hear that than it is for me to sit there and type like, oh, this is your grandma, blah, blah, blah. This way you get to see it live in action, whatever. So just a couple of things before we begin. When I do find my person who it belongs to, I will put a link in the chat. The only person that I will give the link that I will accept into the chat is the one who said it's for them. Last time we did it, there were a couple of sisters on here. So I was able to put both of them together and bring both sisters on because they knew the same dead person. I forget who I was talking to. I think it was somebody's mom. And so I can do that if someone else is watching that is also connected to the loved one. And we'll talk a little bit about your life. That kind of stuff. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. I will ask you if I've read you before, just because I think that honesty is the best way to do this and to show people what a actual experience is like versus all the woo-woo shit you see on TV and stuff like that. Like I've been doing this almost 20 years and it's a very natural process, but you kind of got to trust the process. So what I'm starting off with, any of you guys here, please don't ask for a reading at this particular moment. I do have Stephanie kind of upstairs moderating. So please only respond if it makes sense to you. And I do mean like 90% of it makes sense. It's really important to me that I get to reading to where it needs to go. And it's really important to your loved ones for the exact same reason. I feel like I have a man here who's coming through from the spirit world. And I do believe that he is someone's father. And I do believe that he was supposed to, he has kids. But the thing is, he has a mom who's, I think he died and his mom's taking care of his kids. I think he died kind of unexpectedly and his mom's taking care of his kids. He keeps telling me his mom's taking care of his kids and she's doing a fine job at that. And I'm sorry, I haven't looked at the comments yet. Please don't comment until I say like, hey, comment, because I'm not going to be able to read them all. But what I feel like is that I have a younger man here. He can't be over 40, but he's definitely over 25. He's not, he dies unexpected. He knows me. This guy knows me. So whoever he belongs to, I've done a reading for them. I'm not exactly sure who it is because if any of you have spent any time with me, you know I don't remember shit. But he knows me because he knows exactly what he's doing when he's coming through. And he's talking about his mom and he's talking about his kids and he's talking about like he's got siblings and stuff, like his whole family. He's talking about like everybody misses him so much, but he's a young man. The thing about his death is I don't think it was natural causes. So he did something stupid. I think it's his actions. I definitely think it's his behavior. But his mom watches his kids, and he's got a few. And he might have a couple of baby mama situations. So, what do you guys think? Anybody out there got a son who the son is dead. He dies of unnatural causes. The mom is raising the kids. He died of something shitty that is probably his fault, like suicide, overdose, something like that. Whatever it was a mistake. He says it was a mistake. He knows it's a mistake. But Father's Day just passed. And I was originally going to do this on Father's Day, but I decided not to. He was here that day. He's telling me I was present because I do feel like someone was expecting to talk to him that day. And here he is today. So what do we think about that? Who's saying it's me, Kim? You've done a reading, Nevaeh. Who's Broncos Forever? Who you said it's me, Kim. Wait, who is Broncos Forever? This is very specifically, he says his mom is watching. And I know his mom. But I keep seeing someone say, that's me, that Angela. Angela Roos, I have talked to your son multiple times because he's a stalker. And were you here or tuned in on Father's Day? Or did you think you would be? So that is Priscilla. I don't think this is you. I think it's Angela because this is your son. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time with him because there's other people. However, he's kind of pushy right now because he's telling me that you were wanting to talk to him and maybe you thought you missed the opportunity or it was a mistake or you missed something. What do you think? Sorry, you guys, the light out here. The sun is blinding me. If someone would just shut that sunlight off. You were on vacation. You were on vacation last week? When I was supposed to do the live on Father's Day? You were on vacation? I think that's awesome. Apparently he knows what was up. And he might have very well been on vacation with you. But doesn't he have a bunch of kids that you have to take care of or something? I think he does. I think she has a bunch of kids of his. But that's what's his name? Derek? What's his name? Derek or something like that. I can't remember his name. But this guy, I just got to say, I know you said you were on vacation, but it's almost like he's saying he wanted to let you know that he was here. So do you want to come on the live? Devin, that's his name. Do you want to come on the live and do it with me? Do you want to talk about him or is this okay? I just want to ask you what you're comfortable with. You guys, I might be on here a little over an hour, so my apologies. I wasn't expecting this one. And I still want to do 3, but he's yes, there she goes. Okay, yes, she does. So we're bringing her on and we're going to talk about Devin for a minute. Hold on here just a sec. Invite, copy. All right, this is going to be for Angela. And Angela, is anybody else on here? Anyone that knows him? You guys, sorry, it's really bright. It maybe wasn't a good idea to do it like in the sunlight facing this particular direction, but whatever. What's done is done. All right, I think I'm sending the link. Yeah, I think I sent the link. So if you happen to know Devin as well, you are his kids are here. Awesome. They can be on the video too. And then I can talk to them from him. That's awesome. This is so much better getting to do this StreamYard thing. Because now I actually get to see the people I'm talking to. Hey, Angela. Hold on, let me get you on here. See what the hell I'm doing. Add to
yeah.
There we go.
Hi. Can you hear me? Hello.
It's good to see you.
I was typing in because I have his kids, and I actually have all 5 of his kids here.
Right now?
I get my youngest granddaughter, his youngest daughter, from Alaska for a month out of the summer, and we just got back, from vacation.
Oh, that is awesome. So you have his 5 kids right there?
Yes, do have 5 kids. I was wanting, that was his youngest son. I was wanting some advice because I have been having problems with a teenager age son. And I think that I don't remember, but I was thinking the last time I talked to you it's been a while. His son was younger, but his son's about to be 15 next month. It's his oldest son. So I was
fun age.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Have mercy on my soul.
Yeah.
And his.
Yeah.
So just and dealing with him lately has been very difficult. So I was like, what is my son thinking?
Well, I think we can just chalk part of your 15-year-old grandson up to being a teenager because
right. That's what I say too.
Those are fun years.
Oh my gosh.
Fun. That is, I had 13 years of teenagers. I'm on my last year. And
oh my gosh.
I'm good without a teenager in my life ever again.
I know. I'm with you on this one. I have
Although
3
it
more
won't
to
happen. Huh? Yeah, you got
go.
3 more to
More to
go.
go. Yeah.
And they're your grandkids. You already had your kid
Well, they're already,
teenagers.
yeah, I already had mine. Yep.
Yeah. So, well, let's tune into him and see what he says. And actually,
Okay.
I think I'm going to pull some cards just because why not? Because I can.
Yeah.
And see what he has to say about that. I know he said, though, he's saying hi to all of his kids. And
Aw.
I know he's pretty excited that you're there and that you were tuned in tonight.
Yes.
So he was like, she thought she missed me. And so I feel like he's like so excited to be here. So
Oh, good. Well, I'm excited he's here.
yeah, he's very excited to be here. So let's see what he says about the 15-year-old. I also would say that if anyone out there has any comments that are helpful about raising teenagers and dealing with teenagers, add them to the comments because they can only help everybody.
That's right.
So I'm sure lots of you out there have raised teenagers or grandkid teenagers, and if you have any great deal with a 15-year-old advice, let us know.
Right, for real.
Let's see what Devin's saying.
Okay.
He's very, very much like involved tonight. It's just weird how he like jumped right in my head.
I'm so glad he did because I've been needing him.
Yeah, he just like jumped in my head. Like, I'm here, my mom's watching. Like, he just went straight for it. So this is the thing, though. I feel like the thing about him is that he's not a bad egg. He's a good egg.
No,
the kid
he is a good egg.
Yeah, he just is like hormonally challenged right now. I'm not getting any like crazy stuff about him. I'm not getting anything crazy about him. Someone named Jennifer said this, and you know what? She is right. She's right. And people used to tell me this all the time, and I used to have such a hard time with it. They're like, this will pass. This will go away. This isn't going to last forever. But thank you, Jennifer, for putting that on there. But when you're in the muck, it sucks.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I feel like, though, the kid's a good egg. And when I'm looking at Devin says he's also very responsible and feels responsible a lot. So it's almost like he's trying to be the man of the house. And he might need to have more time with his friends or something like that. Or time away from the house or time, I don't know, kind of like not helping as much. Like maybe doing his own thing. He likes to be helpful. He likes to be there for you. He likes to be like your right-hand man. But I think he's just trying to figure out who he is right now. So, but his son is saying, he's just like me, Mom. And so your son, I guess, was the same way at that age. But what he said, though, is that he said, well, my son is smarter. And so obviously,
smarter.
Yeah, that's what he said. He'll make smarter decisions. So I think that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, he'll make better decisions than I did. So he's saying that, but he's a lot like him. And I think your son, Devin, also like to feel responsible and helpful.
Yes, he did.
Purpose driven. That's the thing about the 15-year-old is he's the same way. He likes to feel like he has a sense of purpose, whether he's helping or whatever. But he also has to do like some kid stuff too. He's so. But
yes.
The kid's a good egg. He reminds me of your son. Your son says he's just like me.
He is a good egg. He really is got good heart. He has good intentions. He's just a lack of
common sense and an influx of hormones.
Respect and like supposed to be doing what he's supposed to be doing, but not doing that.
Common sense. Yeah. That is. So I just want to say, though, your son is saying, though, the thing about him is that he's on a different path. So he's not on the same path as him. And let's see what some people said. Get him involved in a sport or a hobby. Teenagers are a lot, but it's worth it. And he'll be thankful for you taking care of him and doing all this. So there's lots of great advice in here from other parents of teenagers. I should have done that when when the kids were all teenagers. I should have just got on live and go like, help me, please, and all the help we can get. But I do want to say that he loves his kids. He's very present with them, and he's very present with you. And he's also telling me that it seems like there's also some other kind of event coming up with your family. So I don't know if everybody's getting together or something. Is something happening within the next few or in the next month?
Not that I know of.
Did you already?
We just went on vacation. I mean, I don't know.
Like, did the whole family go?
Yeah. Well, his daughter's birthday was. We also had his daughter's birthday on the last Saturday. So maybe that might be.
Yeah, it's like family get-togethers, everybody getting together, him being involved in that. Is Christine connected to you?
Christine, no. I don't know.
That was somebody else. Okay, wait, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was saying his son's birthday is next month. It's the 15-year-old. He's going to be 15. Yeah, he's going to be 15. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know he'll be around his son. He's around everybody.
So this kid needs some more freedom then. He needs to be outside more with his friends.
I just feel like he needs to feel like he has a sense of purpose, but also be able to have fun.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of hard. There's situations where that's hard. Like I have 4 kids. I had to raise them on my own. My oldest, much like me, I was a single mom. My mom was a single mom. I was a single mom. And it's hard, especially teenagers, older kids, they end up having those responsibilities. But as long as it's balanced, I think it should be okay. Right.
My problem is having good friendship time. Not just, hanging out.
I know. They've got to learn how to pick their friends.
Yeah, right.
And that's part of being a teenager. Yay! It's like you got to make the wrong decisions to make the right ones.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
that's true. That's very true.
But I want you to know that your son loves you.
I love him too.
A lot. And
I love him a lot too.
Came through, and I'm glad he's so pushy. So he is definitely pushy because he's been talking to me for years now.
Yeah.
And he doesn't give a shit. If you're here, I didn't even know you were on here because I didn't know you were Broncos forever.
Well, I was on Instagram and I was trying to talk to you, and then Stephanie told me that you were on. I can only do it through YouTube or Facebook, and I was like, oh, YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do the Instagram, and I can't quite see the comments on my phone or even the live at all. So I gave up.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll do it here. Eventually, maybe Instagram will catch up.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll do it here. So
that's fine.
It was good to talk to you and see your face.
Thank you.
See your son's face.
Yeah.
All right, my dear.
All right,
I'm going to exit you off the stage as soon as I figure out how to do this. But it was good to see your face.
Good to see you too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, we're back now. Thank you for all your teenager advice. I'm going to do a couple more readings here. You work with teens and they all want respect first, and then they give it in larger amounts. Man, I don't know about that. I agree with you, but I also, after having kids, I don't know. The respect thing, I guess it depends on your version of it, right? So, okay. Priscilla Perez, you caught my eye before because you said that you had a brother that recently OD'd. I imagine that I have not talked to him because I don't know who you are. But I know that you said that was in the comments. So I just want to be clear with everyone before I bring her on here and do a reading for her, because I feel like I should. Before I do that, I just want to be clear that she had mentioned that earlier in the thing, because I think that, doing this, honesty is the best policy. So I want you guys to see what the experience is like. But if Priscilla, if you're on there, I'm going to bring you on here. If you want to, if you're still here. Oh, there you are. All right. So let me invite you with another link. And you guys, I'm not going to have anybody else come on. And I'm not going to have anybody else come on except for the person that I'm talking to, just so you guys know that. All right, so I'm going to send you the link, Priscilla. Here we go. I usually don't do them like this, but for some reason, her name keeps standing out to me, and I'm pretty sure that's probably her brother. So I've pasted it in there. Hold on here. I pasted it in here, and then let's do that. And by the way, if you see on there a thing, readings with Diana Joy, she is one of my recommended psychics. So she does readings as well. Diana, put your website on there so like people can see that, because that's the kind of thing people I know who I know are awesome mediums and kind of like ethically not challenged. I love promoting them and getting people connected to them. So Diana is awesome. There's also my friend Jen Welty and Sarah Martucci, and but once you click that link, Priscilla, I will bring you on. There we go, my dear. I see you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good. Have I ever read you before for anything?
You did. You actually read my grandfather, my grandmother, and my father.
But I've never talked to your brother.
Never, no.
Okay. All right. So I saw your name just keeps standing out, and most likely it's because I have your other dead people here. But if I've talked to other loved ones for you before, I forget who you said, like your mom, dad, and grandpa, or I forget. It doesn't matter. You don't have to tell me. There should be new information that comes from them. And obviously I've never talked to your brother before. So I want to kind of go in that direction before I felt like I needed to talk to him.
Okay.
He had a lot of problems, and I don't know. My sense is this might not be the first time he OD'd. He had some issues, like this is an ongoing thing with him. And he's actually really quite sorry because he made a lot of mistakes. And I feel like the thing about your brother, he's actually like really funny and pretty. I think you and him had a great time together, because the rapport between the two of you, it's like he's saying he's sorry and all this stuff, and then but when I look at you, I can't be serious because
Yes.
I don't feel like he was ever serious. He's looking at you and he's like wanting to fuck around or joke with you. And I'm like, dude, just calm down here. But the thing is that's the nature of your brother. So even with all the drug, because there's drug use, there's addiction, he's got problems, is basically what he's saying. And that went on for quite some time with him. And so he is saying he had some issues, and that you tried to help him a lot. And he said, my sister was always there for me. But there's something about people in his family having to separate from him there. Like everybody tried to help him, and then you had to, cut ties. Everything had to be stopped, he says, and then this happens. And so there's a lot of heaviness in your family of people like feeling responsible or feeling like they should have helped him more or whatever. And I feel like you are one of those people. And he's telling me to tell you that that's not true. The only person that could help him is him. He knows that. But the thing about your brother is he was really good at blaming other people for his problems when he was alive. So I feel like, does that make sense about him? Is that all true? Have I said anything not true?
You're spot on with everything.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because he comes through strong. He's like, this needs to happen, because he says, first of all, you were debating whether or not to come on tonight. Something told you to do it. Something keeps catching your name in my awareness. And since I can't see shit with the light in the sunlight or whatever, I'm like, what? Why does her name keep standing out? And so you guys, whoever is commenting on here, since I can't quite read it yet, please, you're welcome to say that you want to talk to someone. That's totally fine, but don't put your details there, because I don't want someone to come back and scam you later. and say like, oh, there's a message from such and such, because there's not. Like they're just people trying to scam you and not do the work and get money. So I just want to tell you that. But your brother is with these other people that we talked about, because your dad's over there, right?
Yes.
And does your brother also have a friend or an older cousin or a friend who also died of an OD? Because he's got somebody else over there besides your father and your grandparents. He has a male like friend or cousin who also may have OD'd or had drug problems. And the OD and the people taking their life and ODing feel exactly the same to me.
Okay.
So it's either someone took their life or they OD'd, or they took their life by ODing. It's like, it's all the same thing. He's got a friend over there. He's got his dad over there. He's got grandparents over there, but your mom's still alive, right?
Yes. My other brother is over there with him.
Okay. Your mom, we got to talk about your mom. So is your other brother older than him, and did he OD as well?
No, my other brother is younger than him.
Then that's not who I'm talking about.
Okay.
We'll get to that. I feel like I got to talk about your mom, because your brother is talking about your mom. Okay. Your mom has all this heavy shit going on with her, with the loss of him. And I feel like you've been trying to help, but you also kind of feel like your hands are tied and there isn't much that you can do. It's like, she's sad, but also your brother says him and your mom had some difficulties together. So this looks like a little bit of enabling, or some shit is what I want to say. Your other brother died unexpectedly as well, but it's different causes. There's no OD. There's nothing like that. That seems really tragic and shitty though. So yes. That is awful. And I don't think I've talked to him either. I definitely think I talked to your dad and your grandparents, but your brother with the overdoses talking about your mom and all the heavy weight that your mom is carrying around her heart right now. So I just want to say that, because I think you worry about your mom. I don't know. Does she watch this?
I don't think she watches it, but it's something that I would like to send her.
That's okay. I feel like if she watches it, great. But if not, also that's okay. I feel like your brother says your mom's not taking care of herself. That's okay. What he's saying. She needs to take care of herself. Like, she's not doing that. She's letting, like, maybe, like how people have like medication they have to take every day. And the first thing that kind of goes when you're experiencing stress or whatever is self-care. And so maybe her self-care is kind of out the window. But your other brother, also funny, also interesting, but that is horrible. What happens to him is horrible.
Yes.
So that's not natural causes, right?
No.
Okay. And was there someone around him when he died? The other brother?
My stepmom, and she actually passed a year after.
Okay. And she was with him though when he died?
She was not. They were in the same house together.
They were in the same house. To me, that's what she was with him. So that is really tragic and shitty. And I feel like his death is, the stepmom's different though. Stepmom she's a lot. I'm sure she's lovely, but she's a lot.
She was.
Her energy is intense when she's coming through, but I'd rather just talk to your younger brother here for just a moment. Okay. Because I think the brothers have been united, and the brother is your dad's kid too.
Yes.
Okay. But you guys have the same mom?
No, we have different moms.
Different moms. Okay.
Yes.
So, because he was talking about the mom, but that's a whole different thing. So is the stepmom then the younger one's mom?
Yes.
Okay. And then the older one's mom is your mom, and that's the one who OD'd.
Yes.
Okay, just to be clear. And the one who OD'd is the one talking about your mom and talking about her self-care and her taking care of herself. The other brother wasn't talking about your mom, and that's probably because that's not his mom. His mom is the other lady, the stepmom who's dead and with your dad. But I got to say, that chick has mellowed out. When she was alive, she's a lot. Like, she brings the drama to the party wherever she goes. And I'm sure she has wonderful, lovely qualities, but she's a lot. And her and your dad together were a lot. Yes. That is kind of a toxic, whatever. They've healed everything in the spirit world, so all is well there. But Jesus, those two, that was a tough one. But your brother's over there, your half brother's over there. But he died like very unexpectedly, very unnaturally, is my sense. And the lady she just didn't give a shit. So I don't know what she was doing. She just slowly dying or slowly putting herself out of her misery. Some people like drink themselves to death or whatever. So I don't know what she was doing. But I know she's over there with her son and your dad, and I know that they're all healed.
Okay.
But your other brother is talking about how your mom is not, and how he's around her, and how you also have another sibling?
I do.
Okay. Is that your sister?
I have a sister, yes.
Okay. There's something about you and a sister talking about your brother that overdosed. He says there must have been like a conversation recently about something there, because that seems important. And there, it's like he wants to kind of mention this to you, that he was a fly on the wall in the conversation, because both of you were talking about like, could we have done anything? What you're talking about him, what a great guy he was, and how this didn't have to happen. And he's like a fly on the wall going like, yep, it didn't. I made a mistake. And so I just got to tell you that, because it really looks like your brother, your older brother, the one with the overdose, not the other one, because they're there and they're talking, but I'm not connected to them as much as I am with your brother with the overdose, because he keeps saying, this is for your mom. He says he loves her. He doesn't want her to think there's anything she could do to change it. He has a brother. Someone's getting tattoos for him. He's talking about like he has a brother too, not the one that's dead, a different brother, and friends and all kinds of people that are just going to do things in his honor. But he keeps talking about your mom and how stressed she is and how brokenhearted she is. And anyone who's lost a child probably feels that way. But he is definitely trying to get a message to her that he's okay and that nothing could be different. I also feel like he keeps saying mom's not taking care of herself right now. So whatever she's doing, he's like wanting to come in and kind of like save the day and help her in some way. I don't know that he's able to do that. I mean, he's a spirit and there's only so much they can do. But I know that they can inspire the living. So I just want to tell you that. And I want to give you all this love from your brother. And he said he's so happy that you asked for him, because you know he's okay, but your mom doesn't. And that is why he's here. He says, you know, I'm fine. And you know, he'd be joking with you and talking shit if he was here as well. He's just saying, but mom needs to know I'm okay. And the other thing is he's made amends with his dad, because him and his dad didn't get along. So I don't know what the deal was with them, but now they get along just fine. But they did not when he was alive. So I just want to kind of put that out there to you.
Okay.
But I appreciate you joining me, and I'm glad your name just kind of stood out to me, and I'm happy to connect with your loved ones for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. So I'm going to pull you off the live. It was very nice to meet you or re-meet you. All of this will be up on Facebook and YouTube and shit. So you can let your mom listen to the part of it.
Okay,
so,
wonderful.
He loves her.
Thank you.
So
I'll let her know.
Okay, my dear.
Thank
he loves
you.
Too. So have a great one.
You too. Right. Bye-bye.
All right, you guys, I'm back. Okay, so I hear this. I would love to hear from. Okay. Hi to everyone saying hi to me. And so I am feeling like I have a lady here who's actually telling me her husband's alive. That was weird. I don't have a lot of dudes probably watching this right now. But there is some lady here talking about her husband. And I think he's alive and she's not. And I think she had cancer. And I think that he took very good care of her. But I also think she was feeling pretty shitty. Obviously, I mean, she had cancer. She keeps talking about her husband. And so thank you guys for all the nice words and everything. I appreciate it. And I kind of intermittently can kind of see them. But there's a lady here talking about her husband. And I feel like he's watching. So, like I said, I don't have a lot of dudes that watch my things. I mean, I have clients. I have a lot of clients that are guys, but not necessarily like live Facebook shit. So, I don't know. I feel like somebody's wife, and I feel like she's talking and she says that her husband is in the audience. And this is the thing, the audience isn't that big, and I don't think there's a bunch of dudes signed on. So I don't know who she is. But I'm just going to put her on pause because she keeps saying, oh, he's watching. But I don't know who the hell she is. So we will just kind of leave that for just a moment because it's just such odd information. So wait a second. My dad is watching with me and my mom just passed. Brittany, did your mom die of cancer? So nope, she says her husband is watching. She's very specific that her husband is watching. And where did you go? Where did Brittany go? She didn't die of cancer. If she didn't die of cancer, was she just ill? Because there's like illness here. And there's a lady here, she says, my husband's watching. So obviously you're her daughter. She may have another kid. She keeps saying her husband's watching this. So is there something that she died from that's like an illness? Like, I don't know why I feel like this blackening shit going through me. And I don't know what that is. To me, I always associate with cancer. It doesn't necessarily mean it's cancer, but it's definitely an illness, and it definitely fucking sucks. Whatever's going on with her. And so she's talking about this because her passing comes with an illness. She might have had like hospice care or someone there, but she's talking about your dad. She's talking about you, but she's talking about your dad, and you're not the only one. You're not her only kid. I think she has another kid as well. So what do you think about this, Brittany? She was very ill, started with cirrhosis. Okay. So, because it's like, so she had multiple health issues, and I feel like my insides are turning black. If she had cirrhosis or something like that, that might be why. But if you and your dad want to come on the live, you can. I think I might be with you. She seemed very eager to be here because she also had a lot of problems. I am thinking that she's here because she's got some. Everybody tonight seems to like want to clear the air. So I feel like there's something here with her wanting to clear the air. So let me get you on here. Hold on here. Let me get that stream up. Okay, and I'm going to put it in the comments. And you guys, honestly, I love doing this shit. And I could do it all night if I hadn't done readings all damn day. I could sit here and just do readings. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, I think that there might be times where I just kind of randomly jump on there and start doing readings and no one will ever know. So if you are ever on TikTok and you follow me, it's Psychic Medium Kim Moore, I think, on TikTok. And I have to get to 1,000 followers. I think I have like 700 something. So if you do TikTok, and because you never know, I might just be, I'm a night person and it might be like 2:00 in the morning and I might be like, you know what? I just want to get online and do some readings. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I thought I'd just pass that along to you guys. So TikTok, I think it's Psychic Medium Kim Moore, but also, you know, obviously I have YouTube and Facebook and all that other shit. So hello. Hi, Brittany.
Hi. Hello. I'm good. How are you?
I am good. It's nice to meet you. Have I ever met you before?
You have. I've had, I think, 3 readings from you in the past.
Nice to re-meet you.
Oh,
That, which you probably have heard me say.
Yeah.
But I've never read your mother.
You actually did a reading for her with me once.
Not as a dead lady.
No.
As a living lady.
Yes.
Okay. That is, I just want to be clear about that because I don't remember her living or dead, but I don't think I've talked to her that way. She had some issues, and I feel like she's here because she wants to clear the air. Because I think your mom might have been unconscious or not with it or something around the end of her life because she was just a hot mess express. And I feel like, though, you said your dad is there.
Yeah,
You don't have
he's here.
Hi.
He's here with me as well.
Hi, Brittany's dad. Your mother, though, is telling me that she's spicy and very opinionated when she is alive. And I feel like she also could be a lot to deal with on occasion, including before she got really sick. She tells me, like, you never knew who you were going to get. So it was like, was she going to be sweet or spicy? That seems to be the thing with her. And you never knew what you were going to get. However, it was really hard for her to be taken care of at the end of her life. She hated every minute of it because she thought she was fine and she wasn't. And she knew she wasn't, but she still acted like she was. And I feel like that might have been a little irritating for you as her child or as her husband, or I don't think you're her only child. She may have another one as well.
Yes, I have a sister as well.
And is her mom in spirit, though? Your mom's mom?
Yes, she is.
Because she knows me, though, so I must have spoken with her at some point. Your mom's mom.
Yes.
I don't know your mom, but I know your mom's mom.
You do.
Mom's mom is here. She says, I was there to get her. She needed to see her mom, and you guys had like a bulldog or a dog, a pit bull, or some dog with a big ass head. I don't know. I don't know if it's a Rottweiler or.
We didn't have any dogs.
That's okay. What about her mom?
They did have a dog, but I think it was like a collie, some kind of collie.
Well, they had some kind of shepherd.
Yeah, like
You're
a
talking
shepherd
30
dog.
years.
Yeah, this was 30 years ago, though.
So,
No, this is more recent, and it definitely looks like a bulldog or a pit bull or a Rottweiler because it has the big ass head. But
they did, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, they did have a bulldog, actually.
with a big ass head.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
has a bulldog?
It was my grandmother's, her mother, my mother's mother's.
Your mom's mom, who met your mom when she died, and she comes with a big-headed dog. So that's probably the bulldog. Then is with your grandma, not your mom. And so your grandma came to get your mom, and your grandpa's over there as well. Your mom's dad is over there. And is there like stuff with drinking in your family?
Yes.
Okay. It's like a problem. So it's just in the family tree or something. Yeah. So I just want to say it's in there somewhere. And I feel like when I'm looking at that, I am feeling like your mom is saying that she could never kind of figure her shit out when she was here, or she didn't and didn't and then didn't and didn't. Sweet, spicy. But I like her energy. And she's telling me, though, that like stuff caught up with her health wise, but she is like beautifully, like, I just feel like I'm with a butterfly with your mom. And it looks like the blue kind, the blue. And to me, what that means is she's trying to communicate with you. She's also trying to communicate with your dad. So she keeps talking about him. I feel like there might be some mushy, deep kind of feelings there. So I don't know if we're still together, but it's kind of mushy. And she's like leaning over toward him and telling him that she loves him and she wanted him to know she's okay. And he talks about her a lot and talks about her like I don't know, it's like he talks about her personality and stories about her because she has tons of stories. Your mom's tons of stories. And is she also cremated as well?
Yeah.
And was there 2 ceremonies for her?
She just recently passed.
But do you have 2 planned?
Well, we're thinking about that. But I guess, we're thinking about that because we do have family elsewhere. Yeah.
She thinks there's going to be 2. So I don't know, maybe do an online one and an in-person one. I have no idea. but she says there's going to be 2. And she says she'll be at both. And you've also been talking about what music she would like.
Yeah.
Because her music, it has to be the right music. And it doesn't have to be church music. She just wants there to be good music. Like, I feel like I'm like, nobody goes to a funeral dance. And she's like, but I want it to be like my music. So I feel like I want to just move with her. She seems a little dancey when she's coming through, but it's just funny. She's talking about her funeral music and giving me the little wiggles. So she's showing me that, and she says, oh, and also, is it you and your sister helping to decide photographs of her?
Yes.
There are photographs she does not want seen.
Oh.
And she says, you know this, because you and your sister are like, oh my God, she would hate it if we put this at her thing or whatever.
Yes, we have said that.
She is like, yes, I would hate it. She wants to make sure that you know that. Now you do whatever you want, because she's just laughing when she says it. But she says some of those pictures, they even said Mom would hate it if we use this. And she just thinks that's hilarious. So I'm just going to say, if you use the pictures, just know she's got an eye on you. But if you don't use them, that's okay too. She's not like attached to it. She's just kind of laughing about it, because they're definitely pictures she does not necessarily want everyone to see. But she's fun, and she just has this big smile on her face, and I think she's just ready to party at her funeral.
Yeah.
And
I've been saying that.
She says that's what it's going to be, is my party, and she's going to have 2 of them apparently. So I just want to tell you that, because your mom is something. But she says she's doing okay. She was unconscious before she passed, so she wasn't really able to respond to what you guys were saying, but she knew that you were there. So it's like she said, I heard you. And you guys told her it was okay if she went, because you didn't want her to die, but she wasn't in good shape. And she's just saying it was really hard for you to watch that, really hard for your dad and your sister to watch that, and everybody that loves her, because I also think she's a grandma. And she's just like, it sucked for everyone. And she was just fading away. And it's like you couldn't communicate with her anymore. And that was the best thing about her, is the way she talked and her sense of humor and the way it just spills out in everything she says. And she fiercely loves her family. Fierce. She's fierce about it. Because she says, I definitely love every single one of them. And I want them to know how much I love them, and that I'm here, and that I didn't, it's like, I know her passing is recent, but she says that the switchover, the changeover was instant, and her mother was there with the dog or whatever, and she had a friend or a brother over there, and I don't know who that guy is, and her dad. She just got, everybody came to meet her, and she was like, oh, I guess I'm dead now. And that's how she talks about it, like it was nothing, like it was a Tuesday. Just another day that ends in Y. And your mom's like, oh, I saw everybody, and then I knew I'd be fine. So I just want to share that with you. And I also want to say that it's like, your mom just really loves you guys. She did her best. I don't, sometimes your best isn't the best, but she did her best, and she loved her best. And her heart, my heart is just pouring with love for you guys, like pouring. And she says she'll be everywhere you guys are, all the things you have planned for her, because people are getting tattoos. There's going to be ashes. There's going to be more than maybe one location for that, or more than one event. She says all being planned, and she's part of the planning, and she likes what you guys are planning. And even though you briefly talked about it before she died, she felt really uncomfortable talking about this kind of stuff. So now in the spirit world, she's absolutely fine saying to you, like, I hear the plans. I'm part of the plans. And letting you know that when you play that music, and when you remember her, and when you show the pictures she doesn't want you to show, she says, I'll be there for everything. And she absolutely loves you guys so much, and all of her grandkids. And she says now she gets to be the most fierce, badass, dancy angel that anyone could possibly ever ask for. as a guardian angel for your kids. So I just want to let you know that and give you all the love from her. She's a spicy one.
Yeah, that's great.
Your dad, she just said, tell him I love him. So
She just said, tell Dad that she loves him.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We were really just hoping and praying she was going to come through, and
she said, how would I not come through? Yeah. She said, you told her today.
I did.
There, and I really want to talk to you. And I'm sure lots of other people said this to their loved ones, but your mom, she says she needed to know, but I also feel like your dad needs to know, and I also feel like you need to know not to put that picture in the funeral. Okay. So that's what I want to say. Keep it to yourselves, you and your sister. And if you do show it, just mention the fact that she didn't want anyone to know. Okay. So, but she loves you guys, and I just want to say thank you for being on here, and I'm so happy that she got on here too. And your live this is a particular thing. It's ending at 1 hour and 11 minutes. So 1:11, 11:11, whatever. Look for that as a sign from your mom.
Okay.
So yeah, but it was good to talk to you and your dad, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your night.
Thank you so much. You too.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, you guys. I am going to dip out here because I'm tired and I did readings all day. But I love doing these readings for you. And I love all your comments and everything, even though I haven't got to read all of them. I will later. Just so you know, just a couple of things. If you guys are interested, I have that class coming up at the end of July. It's on my website. My readings, you can book them on my website, readingsbykim.com. I will be doing another one of these, probably not this month, but in early July, maybe around the 4th of July, maybe on the 4th of July. I don't know, but I'll do another one. Right now, my wait for readings at my office is just a few weeks. It usually is about a few weeks. And so you can get in that way. And then also the class coming up. We will be doing an open house. I have to move it a little later to like August or September. But I will be doing that, and me and my friends will eventually kind of reschedule our tarot class and get that stuff going. And TikTok, if you guys do TikTok, I love TikTok. I don't get on it very much, but when I do, I'm thinking when I get to the point where I'm live, I'm going to start doing just random live readings in the middle of the night because I feel like it. And the other thing is, if any of you guys have had a review from me, had a reading from me, and you want to review me on Google, that would be lovely. My goal is to get to 400 by the end of the year. It was 300 by my birthday, and I did it. So now I'm at like 313. So I want to try to get to 400 by then. But I appreciate all your comments. Thank you so much for sharing. When I do the open house, there will definitely be live readings there. Just because I love to do it, and why the fuck not? So, and my house blessing stuff and all of that. So I'm really excited for stuff that I have coming up for the rest of the summer. But it was good to see all you guys, and thank you for tuning in and paying attention to all my nonsense. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your night, and it was good to see all of you.